If you're someone looking to achieve great things in life, maybe you want to start your own business, you're already running your own business, you want to build it into something magnificent that makes an impact on the world. Maybe also you have children and you want to do the best that you can for those children. You want to give them all the love possible. You want to make them feel loved. You want to give them all the opportunities you can. Maybe you have a relationship and you want to commit to that relationship as best as possible. Again, make that person feel loved. Give them all that you can. Well, all of these types of different projects in your life, they take so much from you. They take energy, they take time, they take commitment. And there's one huge tool that you have available to you to try to really achieve greatness within any of these things, and that is focus. There is endless books on this topic. One of my favorites being Deep Work, which I've talked about before on this channel. There's also Hyper Focus and many others which I really enjoyed reading, and they all highlight the power of focus in achieving great things. Me personally, I've definitely found this with my first business, Eco Companion. We were very broad at the beginning and then we narrowed down. So at the very beginning, we were trying to be an aggregator for all eco-tourism.
Well, that sounds like a lot of paperwork.
This was ridiculous, really. It was so broad that we would be so generic in everything we did. Whereas near the end of that business, when I was running it, we narrowed this down to literally only 3 trips that we were running. But those trips were spectacular because of the focus that we put into those trips.
You gotta focus here, focus.
The next example was with Snowball Creations, my agency. So when we first started that, it was a full service agency. And then over the years, we discovered that paid advertising in particular was the area that not only did we enjoy it the most, we delivered the best results, and it was best for clients generally speaking. So we killed all other forms of marketing as services, and now we only do paid advertising. So we focused on this, and ever since we've been growing extremely fast, like nearly doubling every single year. So for each of my businesses, this has been unbelievably powerful. And so I'd really recommend it for you, whether it's for your own business or more just your general day-to-day life, to allow you to succeed and flourish. I have a personal opinion that the very best in the world are that because they are people that are deeply obsessed with a very small amount of things, very often just one thing. And so how can we do this? I'm going to give you a practical few steps to go through that I found to be helpful for myself to find more focus.
And here we go.
So step 1 is you're going to do an audit. You're going to audit your time. So if you look back over, say, the last 2 weeks, maybe month if you can be bothered, and what you're going to do is you're going to go day by day, you're going to list the things that you've done, the different activities, the different ways that you've spent time, and you're going to put those into one big long list. It's probably easier to do this in Excel or Microsoft Word or something like that, or Google Doc, but you can do it on paper as well. But then once we've got this big long list, you're going to order it in how much value it created for you personally. So I'm saying this in a broad sense because obviously this could be done to do with personal life or business life. I generally would combine all of it into one list, and then you're going to start to order it in high value to low value. And once you've ordered this list, you should have maybe 20, 30, 50 different things in this list. Number 1, top priority, top value, most value, whatever that might be, all the way down to really very low value activities. And then of course the really simple thing you're going to do here is cull this list. So you're going to start to say, what is, like the way I do it in a very simple sense is say, what is the bottom 10%? What are the bottom 10% activities which are giving you the least value to your life, particularly focused in on the goals that you're particularly centered on? And then from there, you're going to cull them. It's very simple. I don't have any special strategy around this. You just need to stop doing them. This can be very painful. It very often might be things like, drinking, going out for dinners and stuff like that. Who knows what it might be, dependent on your goals. But this is where you're going to be culling. So take direct action around this. Put hard rules in place that are going to allow you to stick with these cuts. Let's say, for example, it's drinking. You could do this with a 30-day challenge approach, or you could do a more day-to-day smaller version of this where you fill up that time with more high-value things. I like to plan my entire week out, so you can replace those low-value times by organizing and planning in structured high-value experiences. So let's say you're trying to run your business, or you're trying to spend more time with your kids. You could replace the Friday nights out getting wasted with more time with your kids. That's a random example for you. So you're going to go through this culling process, cull the bottom 10%, and then this is going to leave you with a better mix of high value items. It seems really obvious, but you've probably never done this. And just this simple process of ordering things in how much value they give you in your life often makes you reconsider stuff that you maybe hadn't considered recently. A lot of things that we do are built out of habits rather than actually our conscious decisions that we make in our day-to-day life. Like, does drinking still serve you? Does doing a particular sport still serve you, etc.? Whatever it might be, reconsidering these things in a very frank, cognizant way can help you to wipe out some of this wasted time, this low value time in your day-to-day life.
Oh, okay. I see what you did there.
So then with this, you should have a much tighter week. Even just this process of going through it should have added a lot of value, and this should give you more space to fill up your week with these high value activities.
And here's the thing, it'll give us so much extra space in our room to do activities.
This will help you to improve the results you could achieve. Things like all of the businesses I've worked within, Snowball Creations, the business I'm currently running, Eco Companion before that, had huge growth curves ever since I made that kind of narrowing down into a tighter, more focused view of what the business was. So I'd encourage you to do it for your business and for personal life. It makes a huge difference. And please do leave a comment if you have questions about this or how you might approach it, or what are the things that you think are most important to you to focus on. And otherwise, I will see you in the next one.
We did it.
We did it!
It looks amazing.
Look at that! Look at all this floor space!
So
We
much,
do aerobics in here.
so many activities. Da, 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 da.